Welcome back. Denver's Pride Fest is one of the largest in the nation, certainly one of the most colorful festivals in all of Colorado.
And this year, Denver 7 is proud to be a sponsor of the festival and parade. Rex Fuller is with LGBTQ Colorado and one of the organizers of this weekend's activities. We know you're really busy, so thank you for joining us. We want to start with why is Pride Fest so important to our community?
You know, I think that Pride celebrations across the country are really a place where people can celebrate being themselves, and that can be really important for people who maybe are questioning their sexual orientation or their gender identity. And so sometimes this is the first opportunity that they're able to be in a large crowd of accepting people. Likewise, I think friends of the community might not have a lot of experience, so it's really a chance to come out and just be part of the community and see that it can be a really positive and great thing.
Be supported.
Right.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, Denver Pride Fest, one of the largest in the country, an estimated 425,000 last year.
That's right.
People attended. That's
big
incredible.
Two-day festival plus a huge parade makes for a really big crowd at all the events.
Why would you say it has grown so much over the years?
Well, I think we've got a reputation for being a lot of fun. I think that we're able to involve a lot of community groups in the festival, which really helps drive attendance. And we always have really great entertainment, and it's also just a really fun party.
Yeah.
A really fun party, to be frank. So this year, you're marking the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. For people who maybe aren't familiar with what that is, talk a little bit about it and why is it so important?
Sure. Well, 50 years ago, it was very common for LGBT spaces to be subject to police harassment or other harassment. And on June 28, 1969, there was a police raid on the Stonewall Inn, which was a small bar in Greenwich Village in New York City. Typically, when these things happen, people just sort of submitted to arrest and went along with the program. But for some reason, this night, people actually rebelled, and there was a riot that night, followed by 2 more nights of riots and protests. And 1 year later, organizers decided to mark the anniversary of that by scheduling the first LGBT Pride event. And that soon caught on across the nation. And so now there's really some sort of LGBT Pride march or event in every major city and many small cities across the country, but it also spreads across the world. It estimates that there will be 26 million people this year who will participate in some sort of Pride event worldwide, really trying to send a message of acceptance and affirmation for the LGBTQ community.
That one event in history really shifted things.
I always sort of think of it as like the pebble in the center of the pond that's really spread out across the world.
The ripple effect. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. There are a number of events in Pride Fest. The festival itself in Civic Center Park Saturday and Sunday, a 5K at the state capitol on Saturday, and then the parade Sunday morning. You see the full schedule at denverpride.org. Rex, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Also this weekend, Denver celebrates Juneteenth, an annual celebration of African American freedom, marking the end of slavery in the United States. The 5 Points neighborhood will host a 2-day festival with live music, food, and a parade there as well. That parade kicks off at Manual High School at 11 o'clock on Saturday, and Welton Street will be shut down on Saturday and Sunday for the concerts. This year's headliners are Ashanti and Ro James.